So today's jargon term is pragmatic language. I like my Carol Merrill thing here. Am I doing it to the right side? I'm not even. It's got to be to this side now. It used to be the other way. In any case, pragmatic language. So let's take a look at what our actual definition for pragmatic language is. Pragmatics refers to the social language skills we use in our daily interactions with others. Okay, here's the thing about pragmatic language. People throw this term around all the time, and then you look it up and you go, oh, the social language. Okay, but what does that actually mean? So let's move on to our working definition. Using language, changing language, and following social language rules. That's what pragmatics is. So if you think about it, when a school teacher says, or a school official says, well, we want to work on pragmatics with your child, that means we want them to be using language. We want them to request things. We want them, when somebody says, you know, can you move over one seat, for them to be able to understand what that means, right? But we don't want people to just have this, language is very fluid, right? We don't want people to just be able to explain something one way. And there are a lot of people that need pragmatics, a lot of people in customer service. Have you ever gone to a store and you say to someone, I was asking once at a store, I said, it was like the time of year where the patio things would be almost gone or gone. And I said, I don't see any patio sets. Do you have them? And the worker said to me, oh, we probably put them on. And she used some term that was from her store. So she said, oh, we probably put them on Wabash something, right? And I said, okay, I don't know what that means. Does that mean that you do have patio sets or you don't have patio sets? I'm not understanding it, right? And what she needed to do was change her language from an intense jargon thing, right, to something that somebody walking in who never worked at that store would understand. But she didn't know how to. And she said, well, we put them on Wabash. And I said, yes, I don't understand what that means. Can you tell it to me in another way? And she said, well, it was on Wabash. And I said, I couldn't communicate with her. We couldn't get past it. Sometimes our kids on the autism spectrum are that way too. They need to consider their audience and change their language for that audience. They need to consider the location. They need to be able, when they're in a library, to whisper instead of yelling things, right? So they have to change what they say and how they say, depending on who's listening and what they're trying to convey. And then they have to be able to follow social rules, like I say something, you say something. You ask me a question, I answer the question, and then I ask you a question, right? That's what pragmatic language is. Using language, changing language, and following the social rules that come with that language. That's what we're trying to teach our kids so that they can be understood in all places. I don't know about you, but that definition makes me happy, because then I go, oh, we're using language, changing language, and following the social rules of it. Yippee.